Hola, soy Amancia Ortega y he venido desde La Coruña para enseñaros el éxito de Zara en el mundo. English! Hello, I am Amancia Ortega and I'm here from La Coruña. I came to Singapore to show you the Spanish Inditex's success. Hola again. So I found the store manager of a shop in Singapore.
Hola, señorita Ortega. It's Pablo Isla, store manager of Zara Singapore. I'm going to show you now a briefing about our secret mission. So, welcome home to Singapore.
Thank you.
I'm going to introduce you now to our executive team from the logistics, and they're going to explain to you basically what was our mission and how we're going to compare it to our competitor from Marks & Spencer.
Interesting.
After a bit of competitive analysis, we've realised Marks & Spencer has a very rigid system, which is identified clearly by the 6-month lead time that they have, as M&S analyses and forecasts trends on a yearly basis.
Zara, on the other hand, applies a very flexible system in terms of the overall supply chain. They constantly analyze the trends, the fashion trends on the market, and they consistently update them. They have a 3-week lead time, which is very short compared to the industry standard, which is 6 months. And each item of clothing only spends a maximum of 72 hours in the warehouse.
Analysing the value chain, Marks & Spencer has a lot of outsourced activities. In fact, the design and manufacturing activities are local, which leads to excessive logistics costs and lead time.
On the other hand, Zara is exceptionally vertically integrated. Its design and its manufacturing activities are centralized and concentrated within Spain, hence reducing the need to outsource logistics costs.
To this problem, when we have to analyze the news vendor model, there are two sides to the equation. The first one is to forecast the mean and the standard deviation. The second one is to estimate the optimal quantity.
And from this we can clearly position Zara on the left side of the distribution, as they are very efficient to control their stock. And from this we can basically infer that their overage cost is much higher than their underage cost.
How often do you receive new stock?
We receive new stock twice a week actually because of our system, so we have to keep things changing the whole time.
And how do you estimate your trends? How do you forecast the trends?
Well, our trends are estimated based on our in-house team that can identify everything that's happening all around the world and copy the results very quickly, such as going to fashion weeks in Milan and everything. And this is basically really helps us to identify what basically the customer wants and how they want to be trendy.
Okay. What do you do with unsold items?
Unsold items? We rarely have unsold items. We actually, in fact, it takes us only 17 days to sell a whole order. This is basically due, once again, to our system, to our model, the way we use it. So that's how it goes. And in case we have anything left, we basically discount them and sell them. But that rarely happens.
Okay. Speaking of orders, who makes the order and how much time does an order?
I do. And it takes 3 weeks lead time to do it. Zara.
And what are your margins? And secondly, the opportunity cost of not ordering enough?
Well, our margins, we can disclose them to the public now. We can talk about them later into the company. In terms of not ordering enough, we actually like that because customers would basically feel special that they have clothes that they are wearing and not everyone has them. We don't like mass selling to people, so this makes everything special about Zara.
Thank you for your time.
Thanks. Hey again, we just came to Marks & Spencer. We're gonna try to identify what are basically the secret of failure of our competitor. Come with us.
Do you think my grandmother would like this?
So, how often do you change the mannequins and the models?
We change the mannequins every 1 week. When there's new arrival or when we want to display some new stocks, we will actually start to display, change it every single here and there.
How often do you receive new stuff? And
we get it every day in fact.
Every day?
Every single day we receive new stocks.
And who does like the trend forecast and the estimation to see how do you predict what is the trend in the market?
What we do is actually, for the trend of the market, it's more on the head office, HQ.
Yeah.
They will actually prepare everything up for you. Okay. So they'll tell you that, okay, every single week they will start to tell you, okay, this is the new trend. Okay. And the VM will start to gather all information from that. Yeah.
And in case you have like, you order some stuff that basically are not sold, what do you do with the unsold items?
Okay, what we do with unsold items is we will transfer it to other stores that is actually selling well. So from there we can actually start to see all the sell-through from there. Like for example, Plaza Singapore or other stores cannot sell it, so we take it. Okay. Because we can sell it more. So.
And the last stuff, what do you do with them? Like
we will slowly mark it down. Okay. Yeah. Reduce the price, put it on sale.
Do you sell at loss?
Yeah.
Sometimes you sell at loss. Okay.
Yes.
And in case you are out of stock and you want to order some material, how much time it takes you to get them?
It will take at least around 1 week.
Okay.
Yeah, 1 week.
And who makes the orders usually? Is it you? Is it
the managers will do the order.
The managers?
Yes.
Okay. And last questions. I know it might be a bit sensitive. You're free not to answer. In terms of margins, what basically percentage or the range of margins are there in the clothes?
I think that should be a bit secretive already.
Okay.
Right?
No problem. No problem. Okay. Thanks a lot.
Right. No
Thank you.
Thank
you. So, just why do you buy from Zara?
Why? I've always liked their stuff.
What do you like most about it? The quality, the price, the style?
It's both. They do good style for a reasonable price.
Alright. And you buy it from, you seem like you're from Australia?
No.
Okay, but you buy from outside of
London.
You buy from London as well? Yeah. As well. Alright.
I actually thought this time going in here that I liked what they had in here more than that they had in London. Last time I looked, I don't know even if it's any different, but I still preferred what I saw here.
Alright. So what do you think is the difference between Zara and Marks & Spencer?
The difference?
Yeah.
I think it depends what you class it as. If I shop at Marks & Spencer's, I generally shop for their food and not for their clothes. But Marks do really good basics on, I know Zara do their basics, but it's a bit more fashionable. Marks & Spencer do really good underwear and vests and stuff like that.
And where do you shop more? Do you shop more from Zara or from Marks & Spencer?
I shop at Zara for clothes and Marks & Spencer's for food.
That's it. Okay.
Perfect.
Thanks a lot.
If you want to go trendy,
Go Zara!